I hate to say it, but the Block 1 M4A1 G-Watt area is absolutely peak utility. If you want a rifle that can do most everything and do it well, it's pretty freaking hard to beat an M4. I don't know. Everything's been kind of coming back to this, you know. This was supposed to be like a really nice day rifle for me, I guess. Does home defense, shoots out to 300, 300 to 400 yards very well. Can shoot 3-gun all day long. Can do whatever I need it to do in whatever manner I need it to do it. And this is kind of done for me. This is very nice. But with that being said, the baseline M4 can definitely be enhanced, and that's where we're coming at here. So you got the prime aesthetic of the M4, right? The RAS, the ACOG, perfect. But in this day and age, there's definitely some aesthetic upgrades and some functional upgrades. Definitely A2 compensator in the front, you know, standard, perfect. $5 part, doesn't need anything better. Low recoil weapon system anyways, so you don't need anything other than that. Very slim down dual ribbed covers on the sides of the RAS, so you don't grind up your hands and stuff on the super sharp rails that they never cut down. Over the top, we've got our Surefire M960 or whatever number, 640 double fuel or dual fuel or whatever, the one that takes the long rechargeable battery. Pumps out 1,000 lumens, right? Wires are nicely corralled in between the rail cover and the mod button light, which is really, really stinking cool. Kind of a blast from the past. I just picked this one up today. Grip pod, huh? Aluminum reinforced legs. One, again, it's an aesthetic. And then two, there's actually a functional reason for this, because I was having the freaking hardest time trying to stack bags and do other stuff to make everything work. There you go. We just throw a grip pod on there. Hey, it might work, it might not. I don't know. But at the very least, you got a bipod, you got a forward grip, and you still got a place to hold your hand and do all your fun stuff. So, hey, that's pretty good, right? 4x32 TA11F or TA31F, sorry, ACOG. One single chevron in there. Very nice. No kill flash, no anything else extra. And Midwest Industries QDs that I stole off of my TA11F. And that's all flipped forward. And I didn't know this, but this is kind of cool. There's enough rail space up here that you can throw on this little guy right here, which is for your fancy Caldwell shooting bag thing. There you go. Now if you're like me and you reload, all your freaking brass doesn't fly all over the range, and now you got to go find it. And then if you ever done 223, you know, you gotta after you decap and all that, you gotta punch out the primer pocket to make it a little bigger for other stuff if you haven't done it already. Talking about really functional upgrades, right? First and foremost, you haven't seen these in a while. BCM Mod 3. It's the largest handle they got. It sticks out massively. And this is one of the old BCM ones that was made by Viltor, not the newer ones that have the split. So, wow. You know, you can almost wrap this like a really good charging handle. It's huge. Freaking huge. Does dig into your belly a little bit when you're doing your shit, but hey, it's still freaking huge, right? Making this gun as ambi as possible. We got the Geisley Maritime Bolt Catch, which we had to modify a little bit for the forward control devices or FCD ambi mag release, because these are almost non-compatible. You got to chop off a little bit of the bottom of the the bolt catch. But hey, once you get that done, nice, right? And same thing, just a standard button on the other side. If it doesn't, it's not broke, why fix it? And then, for the most part, the little receiver is ambi now, right? You get all your magazines out. Still, by far, my most favorite AR safety of all time. It's the Geissele Posi Snap ambi model on both sides. One looks like the it almost kind of looks like the standard M4A1, but unlike all the other ones where they're kind of mushy, this one perfect, right? Just a perfect snap and click every single time. Beautiful. A2 pistol grip, literally nothing wrong with that, especially if you got a Block 1 clone. Super functional. At least for me, that's what I've been using the whole time I've been in the uniform. So, you know, why change what isn't broke, pretty much. All my guns are essentially going back to A2. My Scar's an A2. This one's an A2. My M16 A2's clone back there is an A2. I don't know. Something about this is just kind of hard to beat. But talking about functional upgrades, now we got an ergo gapper in there to kind of provide you a little rubberized contact point, and then to remove, you know, the little bump there, get your hand caught or whatever. And then on the back, this is PNS products. So the same people that make the quad rail, PNS products, whatever, waffle stock from Brownells. So you can get this for about 22 bucks. Now you're probably asking, why would you spend money on a waffle stock of all things? I don't know. One, it completes the aesthetic, and two, it's functional. So why not? You know, it's cheap upgrade, and it works. Of course, the sling, same thing. Super cheap and super functional. Magpul RLS, right? So yeah, this is essentially the build. Really, really stinking cool. Already shooting, you know, 2 MOA is consistently what I've been getting, more or less. So, hey, at least it hits the paper. I've hit targets at 100, 200, and 250. Haven't really taken it out yet. But yeah, for the most part, you know, very extremely functional upgrades to a very functional gun. I see people hang a bunch of shit and whatever on the rifle. I don't know. It's just kind of nice to get back to basics every once in a while, you know. It's nice to get a gun that functionally works well, aesthetically fits the time period in which we've all seen most things. Of course, all the fun quad rails or all the slick rails and all that, that's for later. But for now, you know, nothing can really beat this. All right, see you guys.